David has spoken for the first time since getting arrested and being officially charged for the murder of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. And you guys are not going to believe what this man is requesting. You are not going to believe what he told his lawyers and what he's requesting from the prosecutors. But before that, let's get into how David and Celeste Rivas Hernandez met in the first place, because apparently he first met this girl when she was only like 11 years old. Check this out.
So before David was David, he used to go by the name Chronic Ant.
24 hours in the woods with Chronic Ant.
Chronic Ant was a really good Fortnite player.
Oh wait, hey.
When Celeste was first identified, I had came across some comments that said that they knew David, they used to play the game with him, and he used to always have his girl around. Looking back on everything now, they 100% think that that was Celeste.
This sickens me, dude. I was in a zone wars with both of them, and thought the little girl in the lobby was someone's sister on the game. I always had a weird feeling about him. I didn't even know he was David.
I'm trying to find a clip of me, Celeste, and David in a call. I knew I should have said something, bro. I thought he was just being normal. We were queuing up in Fortnite with random people, then we queued up with Celeste. At first, it was normal. Like 3 months go by, and I notice it's getting weird. Like, how does he know her entire story? I'm thinking he's just being nice to this kid like a brother. It got weirder every time we would play together. Eventually, he did his own thing.
I was in a lobby while she was there, and that was only one time. I assumed it was someone's sister. Thinking of everything makes more sense now.
Do you remember anything weird about the conversation? Do you remember her username?
I don't remember her username, but there wasn't any weird vibes. We were playing Zone Wars, and she'd just make little comments like everyone while playing. But Ant would joke about SA all the time, and other weird things like severe dark humor, and everyone that's played with him can confirm.
What year and month was this, if you can remember?
January, February 2020, or can be 2021, because it was before I stopped playing, and I stopped playing around then.
And you're sure it was her?
100%. Couldn't have been anyone else.
Yo, I'm watching the live right now, but I just want to say this because me and my friend are trying to recall everything. We were all in a Fortnite team called Chronic, which is where I met him. He met her in like 2021 through Fortnite, I'm pretty sure. And then he made her get Discord. Everyone in the team knew about her, and he would joke about it and brush it off every time it got mentioned. That's all I personally know, but my friend Pistol knows more because they talked way more. She would literally say he her, but then follow it up with a joke. So I don't know if she was being for real or not. He was also just a weirdo, to be honest. He used to send in group chats.
If everything that they allege was true, David was 15 years old and Celeste was 10.
So even back then, bruh, this dude was playing Fortnite, met Celeste. He was 15, she was only 10 years old at the time. And he was already just showing how much of a creep he is, bro. Making essay jokes, talking about gore, you know what I'm saying? Talking about, you know, chopping people up and stuff like that. And this dude was only 15 at the time, but he's talking like this to a girl that's 10. That's how much of a sicko this dude is, bro. Like, bro, who goes on Fortnite and tries to find a girl to talk to, bro? When everybody knows, like, most people that play Fortnite is kids. Now, David was a kid at the time because he was only 15, but there was still a major age gap between the two. 15 and 10, that's a big age gap, bro. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is why was the people that was playing with him, why were they not checking him on the game? Because like the dude said, you know, he was catching weird vibes from David. David was saying a little weird stuff, but they were joking around. Bruh, there's certain things you shouldn't joke around with, bro. If you making dark humor like that with a girl who's 10, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, that's not a joke, bruh. That's just weirdo shit. Because I'm going to tell you this, when I was that age, we wasn't making jokes like that. We wasn't making jokes like that when I was 15. Hell nah. And if you did, then you was a weirdo. We wouldn't talk to you no more. You know what I'm saying? We would just straight up cut you off, bruh. That's how I rock. But these people that was playing with him, bruh, they was just allowing this stuff to slide, just letting this monster inside of David just continue to grow and grow and grow. And by the time he became a famous, you know, singer that signed $1 million deal with Interscope, you know, all of the weirdo stuff, it just went to the stars, bruh. It was just uncontainable at that point. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into what David said for the first time since being arrested for the murder of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. David is asking the judge if he can get a fresh cut and if he can get some nice dress clothes to wear to court this Friday. That's what David has to say. David wants to get a haircut and he wants to come to court fresh. Okay, so TMZ obtained some documents which show his team pushed for dress pants and a button-down shirt for his Friday hearing. which is understandable because you don't want to go to court looking janky, you know what I'm saying? But the judge shut that down, so he'll be rocking standard issue jail threads, but he did score one win. LA County Superior Court Judge Charlene F. Olmedo signed off on an order Monday telling the LA County Sheriff's Department to give him a haircut before the May 1st hearing. NBC Los Angeles was the first to report on the news. So David might pull up with the DMX haircut, you know what I'm saying? Just straight bald. Cause I mean, like, is he gonna keep the afro? Is he just gonna fade the sides and fade the back? Cause I mean, you're in jail, bruh. Or is he just gonna cut his afro off and just rock the number one? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna rock the Tory Lanez? You feel me? Is he gonna rock the Ja Rule? You know what I'm saying? All this while facing a mountain of charges. You'll recall he was arrested on April 16th for Celeste Rivas' murder, then formally hit with charges of first-degree murder, continuous sexual SA of a child under 14, and mutilation of human remains. He's pleaded not guilty and is sitting in jail without bail. If convicted, he could be looking at life behind bars or even the death penalty. And also, you know, prosecutors revealed that they have terabytes of CP on David's iCloud, like all types of inappropriate videos with you know what. You know, girls that were around the age of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. They got terabytes of this stuff. So if you're David's lawyer, you should be very, very worried and concerned. I know that his lawyers are getting paid very well, but if that's true, if they really do find all of that stuff on his iCloud and his phone and his iPad and stuff like that, David is cooked, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, there's a high possibility he could be the first dude in the state of California since 2006 to get the death penalty. Because, you know, this girl was running away from home multiple times. She was staying with David, right? Also, you know, this dude was going to, you know, Lake Elsinore near her school, her middle school that she was going to, and he was paying off kids to not say anything. You know what I'm saying? And there's a whole bunch of evidence all over the place that she was going on tour with this dude. She was at the concerts, you know what I'm saying? All of this stuff is documented, right? She had the matching tattoo, right? Her mom told police that she had a boyfriend named David, so the mom was well aware that she was dating this dude, David. Some people think that David was paying off the parents. I'm not gonna say that because I don't want to put that on the parents, but this whole situation is really, really bad, bro. And the fact that this girl's body was sitting in the trunk of his Tesla for months and he did not report that the Tesla was stolen. So I want you guys to think about this, guys. David was still staying in that house and he was smelling what was in his truck and he just let it sit in there, bro. He didn't call police, none of that. Like, he knew it was in there, bro. So if it wasn't David that did it, why didn't he report that? You know, why didn't he tell anybody that something was in his truck? Because David was a part of this, bro. And I'm pretty sure that he had some help. I'm pretty sure he did not do all of this by himself. I do think somebody helped him. Some people think it's his friend Neo, the Asian guy. But I think all of this is going to be revealed in court. And when this is all said and done, man, somebody's got to make a movie about this, man. Like, whether it's Lifetime Movie Network, somebody got to do the movie on David, bro, because David is looking like the new Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Maybe it's not as bad as what Jeffrey Dahmer was doing, but it's definitely going to have the same impact, maybe even a bigger impact than the whole Jeffrey Dahmer situation, man. So I will keep you guys updated on this case. It's your boy Days. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, leave a comment, and let me know what y'all think about this. I'm out.